Board of Works to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Jamie, would you start us off?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Nina, would you please call the roll?
Mayor Lynch?
Here.
Member Collins? Here. Member Lewis?
Here.
Member Sonity?
Here.
Member Williams?
Here.
We have the approval of the minutes from the March 9th meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the March 9th, 2021 meeting.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion by Steve, seconded by Jamie. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Under unfinished business, we have the release of the maintenance bond for Twilla Development.
Madam Chairman, we're still at the same spot we were a couple weeks ago, working through it. So I once again ask that this be set over to the next meeting.
Okay, we need a motion to table.
Make a motion, we table the release of the maintenance bond for Tool Development.
I second it.
We have a motion by Jamie, seconded by Steve. Is there any further discussion? Any question? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. New business special request, Sanctified Souls Writing Club fundraiser, sorry. Is someone here?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. My name is Thomas Midget. I'm here on behalf of the Sanctified Souls. We're a local writing club here in Northwest Indiana and are beginning our second decade of service to our community. Our whole focus is to raise up and help those in need throughout Northwest Indiana. We do that throughout events that take place all over, be it from Cherville, Hammond, all the way down to DeMont. What we'd like to do this year is reach out to a special project that is near and dear to us, and that is to host our first ever Mother's Day brunch. The beneficiary of this brunch will be Gabriel's Horn, which you may all be familiar with here in South Haven. We wanted to be able to reach out in a way that we haven't done before in the past, and have taken it upon ourselves to really champion Gabriel's at this time. We know they're in need of some help and some assistance, and we thought what better way to do that than by honoring mothers, and we were hoping to be able to utilize this hall for that event.
So have you spoken to the park?
I was not originally supposed to speak today. Ryan Bailey was supposed to speak on this on our behalf today. Ryan's out of town for business and asked me to come in instead. As far as I know, yes, they have spoke to the park, and they've pushed us in this direction to make sure that we got the approval from the board, as I know that is the process. So as far as I know, from what I've been told, they're on board with it. Appreciate the cause and really would like to see it go forward. That's why they suggested this attendance today at the board meeting.
Okay.
I just have a question, clarification, Mayor or Mr. Whitten. Events that are held here in an approved facility, do they have to be approved by our Board of Works?
I was asked that question yesterday, actually. And we know they have to be approved by the
Park Board.
clearly, but I would suggest that you do. My answer
Yeah.
yesterday was, given the state of affairs that we're in right now, maybe the Board of Works does want to know. And
Yeah, because I've never ran across an event, obviously I'm not aware of every event that takes place here, that in the past had, if it was here in a venue that hosts events and the people pay the fee and they follow the guidelines of whatever venue that is, I'm just confused.
I guess my answer is it doesn't hurt, and given the state of affairs the last year, probably not a terrible idea.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I just maybe like to get further clarification on that if we could, please.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's here from the park, so.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess I'm a little unclear on the process then as well, because just what we were hoping for, obviously with Mother's Day being so close, we're creating an Eventbrite ticket event, and if we have to attend another meeting, we need to make sure that we can get that scheduled and set up before.
I don't think you have to attend another meeting. You've got
Okay.
clarification with the park. As long as the park is on board with, what you're serving, if you're using any of their caterers.
We're
or
working
how-
with their approved caterers, correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So really, I mean, it's kind of like Scott brought this up, but I don't ever recall ever a time when you came before us, but it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
we're happy to accommodate you.
That's wonderful.
So do we have a motion
Well, I have
to?
a question.
Sure, yes,
Okay.
please.
I know you don't have the answer, but this comes up every meeting. We have to be COVID conscious, so he knows the procedure. If you're having a caterer, they have to serve the food, you know, your distance of your tables and all the rules and regulations according to the health board of Porter County and
Correct.
everything. So you could just relate that to Ryan.
Absolutely, and I'm sure what we'll look at that time is whatever is appropriate as the state deemed, because I know we're in a blue right now,
We're blue.
if I'm correct. So whatever guidelines that they're recommending at that point
Okay.
will definitely be followed.
And also, then you need security because you're having an open bar.
We
I didn't
have
catch
police
that.
officers within our own club, so
Okay.
we will be providing our security.
Okay.
I make a motion that the Board of Works approve the sanctified, I want to get the, I can't read yours.
Souls.
Sanctified Souls Writing Club's request for a Mother's Day event on May 9th here at Woodland Park.
I'll second that.
We have a motion by Scott, seconded by Jamie. Is there any further question? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. There you go.
Thank you very much. Hope you all
luck.
attend.
Good luck. I hope
Thank
you have a
you.
good turnout. That's a great cause. Okay, we have the pet license request for Portage Furry Babies Pet Store.
Good morning, afternoon, everybody. My name's Ken. I'm here with my fiance, Caitlin. We're here trying to open a puppy store in Portage. The name is Furry Babies, and I know that a lot of pet shops get a lot of bad rep. It's strictly puppies, no other animal. We don't believe in cages, we don't believe in hay, we don't believe in newspaper that the puppies sleep on. They're in baby cribs. We do have a PowerPoint, if you'd allow her to pass it around, show you guys what we're about. All of our puppies come from USDA regulated breeders from the Midwest. All are inspected yearly and relicensed yearly. The president of the company, he picks up the puppies personally every week. Monday, he's actually there right now picking them up and hand delivering them to each company in Illinois. They have 2 right now, they've had 4, and they've been established for over 15 years. We just want to bring that sort of love to families for Portage. Portage was the first town that I moved here from Illinois 8 years ago. And this is my first time in a Board of Works meeting. It's the first time me and my fiance are going to open a business together. And we can think of no better place than to have that in Portage. And if you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer anything you may have in mind.
Is this a franchise or it's just,
Correct, yep. Furry Babies, they've only had 4 in total, currently down to 2. They're Illinois-based, Rockford and Lombard and Aurora, so 3 currently are standing right now. And we want to be the first one out of Indiana. They only regulate out of malls, so they're in Fox Valley Mall, the Lombard Mall, as well as the Rockford Square Mall. And they're trying to transition to strip malls, basically.
and I should know where 6636 US Highway 6 is, but where is that exactly? What is
Right
it?
next to Capo's Italian Restaurant, across the street from the IMAX movie theater.
Okay.
So these puppies, are they from Puppy Mills where the mothers are in
No, ma'am.
cages and they just make puppies all day long?
No, ma'am. I want to be very upfront. None of these puppies are puppy mills. They're all from Amish breeders out of Ohio, Indiana, and Missouri.
Amish breeders are Puppy Mills.
No, ma'am. The ones that Furry Babies has, they're not. I have disclosure forms for each breeder that we use. Again, all USD regulated and inspected. They're not puppy mills. Some may be, but Furry Babies is not.
Does anybody else have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question for Dan.
Sure.
Dan, what are the ordinances for having a pet store in town?
I will have to get back to you on that one, because I have not looked into that. There's allowable uses in certain districts and all that kind of business, but
There are certain inspection requirements that I can control those through. And are we looking there to do inspections? That's not.
Could I add on that, sir? As far as the checkups by animal control and any humane things that need to be inspected for the animals, Portage Animal Control told me specifically that there is no ordinance in place right now for puppies, just as long as nothing is venomous or turns anyone into Spider-Man. But any inspections, we are more than happy to abide by, and they can come anytime, any day, and we'll be glad to accommodate them.
And we're actually also partnered with Coyne Veterinary Center right here in Portage and also Crown Point. So they actually come to the store and check the puppies. The puppies are checked at the breeder. They're fully vaccinated. We pay for the entire first year of vet care. It's included in the puppy's cost. And we have a long list of veterinarians that we use in Illinois, and then Coyne would be our Indiana one.
Deputy Chief Uzelak, did you say that as a part of issuing an occupancy permit, you would do a preliminary inspection on their facility? Is that what you're saying?
There's a preliminary inspection when they just get open. You guys have already spoken to them, from what I understand?
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
And then there's annual inspections too, and if we have any complaints, obviously, we'll send someone in as well.
Okay. And those, will those complaints come to us, city council? Where do they?
Typically, we get most complaints. Someone will call them.
Well, I mean, they would come to you initially, and you would just settle the complaints then, out of your department?
We would settle the complaints, through any citations necessary, and if we felt that it was a problem, then obviously we would follow our chain of command and speak to the city attorney and see what options we had to solve any problems, if there were any.
If they were falling into code violations, we would
Sure.
just enforce them like any other code violation.
Just like any other, yeah. So, have we ever had a puppy store in town here? Can you recall?
Yes, they
There
were
was a
over in the Portage Commons.
County Line and 6, there was one in that plaza with just Sosimo's Pizza.
Yeah.
There was, yeah, well, it was a pet store, basically.
What was their downfall, do you know? Remember something, why they closed?
No, I don't.
I mean, we don't have any restrictions to stop the business.
Yeah, the only thing that would come up for the occupancy permit might be if the zoning didn't allow for such a thing, and then they wouldn't get their occupancy permit without a variance.
Right.
We've been down that road a time or two. So.
Have you checked the
We are
zoning out?
zoned, we're zoned for a pet store at 6636 as well.
Okay, that's good, that's a good first step.
Yeah, that area over there is zoned for it.
Yeah. Well, I'll make a motion that we approve the Furry Babies puppy location at 6636 US Highway 6.
I second that motion.
We have a motion by Scott, seconded by Joetta. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you very much, guys.
Good luck.
Thank you.
We have the streetlight agreement. AJ, is that yours? What is the streetlight agreement?
Yeah, so I believe you have the application before you. I think it's Old Toff Homes. Jeff Yatzko is probably the signature on it. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so it's street lights in the new section of residential development in Sterling Creek Park, just to the east of Rittenhouse. It's Duneland Trails. You have the application in front of you. It's Duneland Trails.
Okay. Is there anything we need to know about this, AJ?
It's our recommendation to approve.
Okay. We will need a motion to approve the streetlight agreement.
I'll make a motion, we approve the streetlight agreement.
I'll second it.
We have a motion by Jamie, seconded by Steve. Is there any further discussion? Any questions? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. There we go. We have the streetlight repair at 5244 Bell Avenue.
I don't, Madam Chairman, members, I don't believe this item was should be on this part of the agenda. I believe it's in the claims. If it's listed, I think on page 2 or 3 to Circle R. I don't think it needs to stand alone as an item. We have a contract with Circle R, it's just paying a bill.
Yeah, I think Sonia had that.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't need, it's on the agenda to be an invoice paid.
Okay. I don't think we need to take any action on that. It is on the invoice. Okay. We have the deed of dedication for Sterling Creek Road.
So I believe that Attorney Witten's been working closely with representatives of JBL 120 to get this matter resolved. This is a cleaning up of paperwork. A little while ago, we had a contractor come to the department requesting a permit to construct in the right-of-way. And it was discovered that this segment of Sterling Creek Road had never been dedicated to the city of Portage. So Attorney Witten's been working closely with the representatives of JBL 120 to get that matter resolved, to get this situation cleaned up. It should have been handled a number of years ago. It wasn't, unfortunately. We're here today to take care of it. It would be our recommendation to approve this deed of dedication for this segment of Sterling Creek Road.
That's
Do you
correct,
have any
Madam
comments,
Chairman.
Dan?
Yeah, it was, thank you, Madam Chairman. It was in dealing with Attorney Subkowski over at Hodges Davis. It seems like this was an oversight. They just missed it. So the best resolution would be to have the board vote to accept the deed of dedication. Then we get that recorded, and then that cleans up the mess, I guess.
Okay. So we'll need a motion to approve the deed of dedication for Sterling Creek Road.
I make a motion to approve the deed of dedication for Sterling Creek Road.
I'll second.
We have motion by Steve, seconded by Scott, to approve the deed of dedication for Sterling Creek Road. Is there any further questions, discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you, AJ. We have the claims of $417,223.43. Did everybody get a chance to review the claims?
Yep.
And were there any questions?
No.
There was one change this morning. Diane removed $7.14 off of it, so the revised amount is $417,216.29. It was for a reimbursement to an employee, and they had paid sales tax. We can't reimburse that.
I didn't get that amount.
The new amount is $417,216.29.
Thank you.
Do we have a motion to approve the claims?
I'll make a motion that we approve the claims in the amount of $417,216.29.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Jamie, seconded by Steve. Is there any further discussion, any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Thank you, everyone. We have major illness claims, Dan.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, Madam
Oh, wait,
Mayor.
I forgot bulk item appeals, Randy, I'm sorry.
There are none for review.
Okay, very good, thank you.
That's why we waited, Randy. We like that report.
We do. So now, Dan, we have major illness claims.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So I have gone through the MI requests. I have signed off on 7 of them, which I would ask the board to approve. There were a couple that I had to kick back for need of further information and clarification. So at this point, I'm asking the board to approve the 7.
Okay.
I'll make a motion we approve the 7 requests.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Jamie, seconded by Steve, to approve the 7 major illness claims. Are there any further questions? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Is there any other business to come before this board? Oh, don't everybody run up here. Hearing none, I will call for an adjournment.
Motion to adjourn?
We have a motion by Scott. Do we have a second?
A second.
By Joetta. We have a motion by Scott, seconded by Joetta. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Have
You're
a great
welcome.
day.